So you know the drill at this point. With the perk system allegedly coming to Apex in the future, I decided to put the perks from Apex Mobile into the main game of Apex Legends so we can see what this would look like and maybe help us decide if we actually do ever want the perk system to come to the game. And today we're doing it with Gibraltar and putting his Apex Mobile perks into the main game, starting off with defensive supplies. I mean, well, that's kind of simple. You basically begin the match with a shield battery and a medkit. I think this is quite a cool little passive perk and will obviously help you if you like to hot drop. We then have the recovery zone. This is a buff to his tactical, because with this perk, using a syringe in his dome of protection will increase the recovery effect, basically turning the syringe into a much better healing item only while you use it in his bubble. But since you do get his bubble every 20 seconds, it is a decent cooldown, so I think this is a really awesome perk. But obviously you decide how much you think the syringe should be buffed for this to be fair. Then we have quick decision, another passive perk that means when his gun shield is intact, aiming down sight occurs faster. Now I don't know how good of a buff this is, you let me know if you think this will be really good, but as you can see in the gameplay, you could just rapidly aim in and out of your sights. Again, let me know how good you think that is, or if it will make much of an impact. This one I really like. The lasting wounds perk means that enemies hit by your ultimate are temporarily highlighted, so hitting any of your enemies will let you track where they are for a short amount of time afterwards. What can go wrong with that? Then we have the SARAS protocol. That means you can use his tactical while knocked, but the duration is decreased. Having your own personal Gibby bubble while you're knocked actually sounds really cool, and I actually talked about this in the past as being a pretty cool perk for him. The gameplay I've also shown you here is actually even better. It gives Gibby a dome of protection revive shield, which I think could also be pretty cool. But what do you think of Legends being able to use their tacticals while knocked? I think these are pretty awesome perks, especially if we had a specific game mode where perks are enabled. I would have no problem with this. And the final perk is burn proof, which lets Gibby's bubble also act as a heat shield, meaning you have a heat shield every 20 seconds. Now that I think about it, this would make it a lot easier for people to rat. So maybe this is not a good perk. But you be the judge. Anyway, what do you think of Gibraltar's perks? Would you like to see them in the main game? And if not, do you have any better ideas for some cool Gibby perks? Let me know in the comments. And while you're at it, subscribe.